Sawback gave us T-shirts. Look at this one. Look at that. I feel like I'm committing to a college. This Friday, I'll be attending Sawback, just like that. All right, let's get into Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the week. We're gonna have a gift certificate to give away a little bit later on, so make sure you're listening for that. We've got Scott from Sawback Brewing down in Red Deer joining us on the show virtually from just down the highway. Scott, good morning. How are you?
How you doing? I'm pretty good.
Well, Scott, as you may have seen, I cut my finger this morning before the show, so I'm trying to grind it out.
Media is dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. All right, man. So tell us a little bit about your story. Tell us about Sawback.
Sawback. Well, we're in Red Deer, and we were established in 2018. Focus on small batch craft beers and kind of just everything that involves, and a little bit on the story. The name Sawback, the Red Deer River headwaters are in the Sawback Mountain Range in Banff National Park, so it's kind of our city's connection to the Rockies. Yeah, you betcha. That's where our water comes from. That's what goes into our beer.
What were you doing before you decided to get into the brewing business? That always intrigues me.
Me personally,
yeah,
I was a bass player.
You know what? I have to tell you, I was so close to saying a lot of the time the guys are in bands before they get it. That's so weird.
Well, the first sentence on your website here, I'm seeing a crazy idea born in a garage with friends. Was this part of like a jam derivative type of deal? You guys are hanging around?
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of a hockey connection there too. Some of the guys all played hockey together and enjoyed drinking IPAs and thought, hey, let's try to make one. And it was born in a garage, and the beer was pretty good. So I thought, hey, why not try and make a go of it?
Yeah, simple as that.
So beer and hockey, or beer, hockey, and music basically is kind of the building block.
Idea. That's not a bad idea. I think that's good. So, all right, what did we drop off here yesterday? What do we got? We got the hazy blonde. We got the brown ale. We've got the East Coast style pale ale. We got the West Coast IPA, and we got an Irish red ale. So we're going to dive into all five of them.
Yeah.
Which one is what do we got for the beer of the week? That's the brown ale.
That's the Red Shed Brown Ale. Yeah, you betcha. That one's a collaboration between ourselves and Red Shed Malting out of Penhold, one of the province's first craft roasters of malts, and the Hamill family farm, they grow everything right there. They do all the malting right there. So 100% of the malts used in that beer from right here in central Alberta.
Which order should we try these in? You would probably have a better idea of how we should do this.
Well, if you want to do them all, usually we say malts then hops. So I'd probably maybe, why don't you start with the hazy blonde?
The hazy blonde,
that one's
all right.
Yeah, that one is. That one's a nice, light, easy drinking blonde with a little modest dry hop to it, a little bit of citrus kind of notes to it. Super crushable. It's our gold medal winner.
Whoa.
One for Alberta's best patio beer.
Yeah, on that website there as well.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, we've been pretty honored. There's some amazing beer that gets made here in this province from a lot of breweries all over, and it's nice to be mentioned in the conversation. So,
won an award this year?
This year, no.
Okay. Well, okay, but what year did this one win? I'm just curious. So
the Hazy Blonde won gold in 2019. It won silver again in 2022. Yeah, you betcha.
So it's a two-time medalist.
It's a two-time winner. Yeah, you betcha.
All right, the Hazy Blonde.
Super crushable.
Okay, well, that's what we like from Sawback Brewing. Cheers. Here's to Shaggy in St. Albert trying to fix the internet remotely.
Love it.
Never seen anything like it in my life. Oh.
Yeah, that's crushable. Man.
That's really good. I mean, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be tough to top that one.
I have a few ideas,
really
but
good.
that's a good start.
That's really good. I like
Great
that.
jumping point.
All right, where are we going next, man?
Why don't we move over to the Irish Red?
Irish Red Ale.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, you betcha. So that one's a nice sessionable red, not super bloaty, nice, easy drinking.
How many different beers do you have?
Well, we have six different core beers, and at any given time, we have probably upwards to about 10 to 12 different beers rotating our tap room, sometimes upwards to 14.
So with the seat, like how much do you guys enjoy? You got to have your core beers, obviously. It's like the Oilers power play. You got to have those guys. But how much do you enjoy like the season ones that changed? That's got to keep you busy, keep you creative, I would think.
That's right. Absolutely. It's kind of why we're in the whole business, right? Is for the craft side of things, and cores are great, but usually about once every 6 weeks we release a new seasonal or limited release batch. We have a wild fermentation program as well, so there's different kinds of beers that come out of that, which are pretty funky and fun. And just our head brewer Alex is, brewers are like artists. They want to paint, and so. It's nice when he's picking up the brush and making some awesome stuff happen. So,
award winner as well, 2021 silver.
Come on,
yeah, that one, you betcha, yeah,
just award.
Yeah, that one won
podium.
silver.
They all podium.
Yeah.
That one got silver in Alberta and it won bronze in Canada in 2022 as well.
Come on, wow, that's just a couple of years ago. All right, well, cheers to Band-Aids. Miraculously healing vicious cuts. Oh, baby. That is nice and smooth. I like it. 2 for 2.
Yeah, very, very sessionable Irish style. Nice, easy, drinkable. You get some nice kind of like little caramelly notes, little raisiny notes, but just nice. And again, pretty crushable.
All right, we got the East Coast style pale ale, the West Coast IPA, and the brown ale that you did with Red Shed. Where are we going next?
Let's go to the brown ale, the beer of the week.
All right, this is the beer of the week. On special. What is the deal? I had it kicking around here somewhere, and I'll track it down. Let's see here.
Yeah, so that one will be available at all Sobeys locations starting today as the beer of the week for the next week across the province. So that's a nice light brown.
It is a light brown. I was expecting something a little bit darker.
Yep.
This is kind of unique. It almost looks more mapley. Or what am I thinking of? Like syrup, than straight up a brown ale. How do you get? I mean, was that what you were intending to do, or did you just make a brown ale? Like, damn, it's light brown. What's up with this?
Yeah, so that one was to be in the kind of style of a light British ale, almost like a Newcastle brown, something along those lines, which is a little bit of a lighter brown. It's got some really nice toasty kind of notes, some biscuit notes, a little bit of dark fruit in there as well. That all comes from the malts.
That's how you get the coloring? That's kind of how it all works?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you betcha. Yeah.
I always was just like back in the day when you could get white milk and then squeeze chocolate into it and get chocolate milk. That's how I always get
more of a process.
It would be made. All right. Cheers to the Edmonton Oilers getting that road win.
Road win in
Will they
Asheville,
ever lose on the road? Who knows?
There you go.
Real nice. Hey, you being in Red Deer, big ask here. Flames fan or Oilers fan?
Oilers fan since first.
My man. I knew it.
Yeah.
I know. You probably say the same thing to those Calgary shows, though. Come on, Scott.
Hey, I'm everything to everybody. No, I'm joking.
Smart man.
No, I joke. No, my dad had a quarter season ticket in the early 80s.
Oh,
so when I was about,
That's the right time to have it.
Yeah, you betcha. No, since I was born, that was I've been an Oilers fan. So.
All right, we got East Coast and West Coast. What do we do?
Let's go East Coast.
All right.
Our East Coast is our East Coast. It's a hazy pale ale, 5.2%, super juicy, it's nice tropical kind of hop notes.
All right, we're going.
You're thinking of the rap game, aren't you?
I'm thinking of that rap show. Remember when East Coast and West Coast?
Oh yeah.
What was that? Not the VMAs. It was a music awards show. And things were really tense at the time with P. Diddy. We're not with P. Diddy.
Well, it was,
with Tupac and Biggie at the time.
Yeah, no, that's.
I can assure you there's no. That's right. Yeah, I can assure you there's no beef between our East Coast and our West Coast. So
okay. Long distance.
That's good to know then. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? There's gonna be a weird toast, but a toast to Tupac and Biggie
and Snoop,
and of course Snoop Dogg. Yes.
There you go.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, if that hasn't won an award, it probably should.
Yeah, what's like
that one? Actually,
big difference between the East and the West.
Yeah, sorry. What's the difference between the East and the West? So East Coast style is more New England style. So that's super like kind of hazy, juicy, tropical. West Coast is clear, citrusy, piney. So that's kind of the difference between the two. And that our East Coast Pale Ale won gold in Canada in 2023.
Gold.
What?
Yeah, you betcha.
Come on. All right, final one.
You betcha, yeah.
West Coast IPA.
This is a 2021 Canadian National Brewing Awards American Style Brett Beer Silver Award winner.
How
This one, well, that's actually a slight variation on our West Coast. Our base West Coast is a bronze medal winner in 2022 in Alberta. So that's that guy there. We do have a wild fermentation program where we take that beer and it sits for about a year in white oak foeders and comes out in a much more complex and kind of intense wild beer, which did win silver back-to-back in Canada. But this is the base beer, the mother beer for that one.
All right, excellent. Let's try this fifth one. Cheers! Thanks for the time today, man. Let's take a story.
Hey,
merch as well.
Come here. Yeah, thanks for the hat and the merch.
Hey, no problem, guys. We really appreciate being part of the show, and appreciate shout out to Sobeys for Beer of the Week and all their support to the craft beer industry as well.
Delicious.
This is a unique taste.
Yeah,
I like this one. We've had a bunch of different ones, so they're all hitting a little bit differently. But
it's a very quick flight of beer.
16 beer in total. Is that by my count here? Or?
Yeah, well, it fluctuates depending on the season, but yeah, we have 16 taps at the brewery right now. We've got 15 beers on those 16 taps. So
great stuff.
Excellent. Yeah. What's the address down in Red Deer if people are swinging through or heading down there?
So we're right off Highway 2. It's about 90 seconds off Highway 2, 67th Street exit, just north of the roundabout there. It's on Johnstone Drive, 7023 Johnstone Drive.
All right, you can hit us up at 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Just text Beer Me, and we got a gift certificate to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. I suggest you pick it up, and you go grab some Sawback Brewing. Appreciate the time today, Scott. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks, Scott.
Hey, thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Scott's a nice guy, isn't he?
Great
These
guy.
hats and stuff. This is great. We had the beer. Now let's dive into this pizza.